Something flew across the moon tonight. It was large. It was as big as, you see these letters down there? Are these numbers? It was that big as one of the width of the numbers. It flew across this moon. I was out there filming it with my Nikon P900. I'm going to show you right here. I've already uploaded the pictures from my Nikon P900. You can see it right here. It's a really good camera in fine detail. I've uploaded the pictures to my computer. I'm going to show you how far this thing goes out. If I can get it to work. Gina, you got to unplug it. I'm going to unplug it from my computer right now. I want to show you this, you all. Look, watch this. This is with my Nikon P900. My nose is itching. No. Look how far this thing goes out. So we're going to look at the footage tonight with this Nikon P900, what I captured, because it's I got it set to really good detail. This ain't my cell phone tonight. This is my cell phone. I didn't use my cell phone tonight. I used this, my Nikon. And you can see the timestamp on here. It is September the 24th, 2029 on that particular film camera. I took around probably 18 minutes of footage with the moon. I'm trying to unplug this, you all. I'm all over the place, you all. We want to see the wing bing. It was massively big. I'm gonna have a drink. If you're tuning in, I am gonna get started. I'm gonna go over to it, you all. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure I can be heard on here. Sometimes I can't even be heard, and I don't know if this message is going to even get out. Okay, we got some message out, you all. Something flew across the moon. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Danny, Susan, Justice, Marcy. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Amy, Pamela. If I didn't say your name, hello. Hello, Frank Cooper, honey. Hello, Susan B, honey. Let me fix this, you all. I got it going. Now we're going to look at it. I'm going to stick you right over here. I'm going to take you to the pictures because I think I've got them pulled up. I do. I've got them pulled up. Just give me one moment to come over here to my pictures. It's also got moon when that big full moon happened, but I'm going to come to the pictures that I took tonight. This will show you what the sky looked like. Okay, we're over. No. You got to make this big. This is what the sky looked like tonight. And can y'all see it right here? Now, granted, it wasn't blue like, well, it was somewhat blue, but not too blue. We can see the moon. It's so bright. It looks like a painting. It looks like a painting, but it's not. Okay, this is just snapping because I hadn't had it zoomed in. I just wanted to let you see what it would look like as it was up in the sky before I zoomed in on it. And if you try to take it with pictures, see how blurred it gets? Okay, now this is the moon. This is the moon at 9:24 at 2012 this evening. 2012, and we're going to zoom up and see this. I hope it does us right. I really do hope it does it right. You can see what's up here. And we have had videos of the moon like this before that we have literally broke down so much. You can see all kinds of things up here on top of this moon. Look at this, the top of the moon. It doesn't even look like it's fully one piece of a moon. It doesn't. If you zoom up on the moon like this much, let me do something with me. Can I do something with me and make myself I don't know how to get myself out of here. Let me see if I can get the screen and me. I need to make myself get down here or something out of the way, or just stick myself up here a little. Just get a little bit out of the way so I can do it. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Look at the purple hues in this moon right here. This is on the top of the moon right there. Look at the different purple hues. We got the purple hues up here. We do. We've got it inside these holes also. You can see like little gray heads in these holes. But this is the moon. This is one image of it. And I may be going a little too fast. But you can really zoom up. Sometimes I think about the moon. I really think, is it normal or is it not? All right. Okay, you all. I'm going to make sure I have this muted. Let me put this back to me. We're getting ready. We're going into 15 minutes of footage of this moon is what you're going to see. I'm going to make sure I've got the audio down on here. Audio media outlet down. We're going to watch 15 minutes of footage of this moon. Right here. Stick me right here. Wait a minute. I wish I could, I just want to start at the beginning. Okay, I really think we're doing the 15 minutes of this moon nonstop. I hope it's close up for you all. I do. I wish I could find the pause button of this. I don't even know how. Okay, I can have a pause button on here. Okay, all I had to do, they redid the stuff. Okay, so I wanted you to see what it looks like. We're zooming out, we're zooming in. Let's get this cursor out of the way. So you can, if you got a big screen TV, this is going to look really good on it. If I'd quit shaking the thing, I was trying to turn it with one of the other handles. If you're just tuning in, this is the moon. And these clouds, it's more than half now. I'm not sure when the eclipse is. When's the eclipse going to take place? Does anyone know when the eclipse is going to take place? Hello, Applebrooks, honey. You made it tonight, so you can watch the moon. Just look at. See, it's like a haze. It's like when you look at heat coming off of the road when it's really hot. You see the waves, but these are the clouds up there on this moon. Let me get myself out of the way so you can see this moon in its entirety close up. I do like getting it close up. I know some people may like to see the whole entire moon at times. See how perfect some of these holes are? They're a little bit too perfect. Because they got a perfect little spot, like that one down on the bottom. Perfect little bitty circle right in the dead center of it. It looks so smooth is what it looked like too. Linda Olette, yes you did. You caught it live. Now with this being live streamed like this in 1080, you should be able to go back from the YouTube itself and slow it down and get some wonderful screenshots, and you can zoom up really good. Because I think YouTube app, the YouTube on your phone now, it has the ability to zoom up even more on here. I wish we could see the other side of the moon, but we can't really see it. Hello, Albert. That's me drinking water. It's not an alien talking if you heard something. I put the... I gotta move my little thing away from there. No. The cube is a soul regurgitator. I've heard that, Tamara. Recycled souls or something. Hello, the house genetics. This is my favorite camera. It's the Nikon P900. It's got a really wonderful zooming. The only bad drawback is you can't go live, but I got another digital thing, but it doesn't zoom up as much as this, and it can go live, but you just can't get really close with it. See there, look at that thing that flew back. Did you see that, you all? Did you see whatever it was that flew back? Let me pause this. Something flew from over here. It was small. It did. We're at 341. And it was one time I saw a whole line of them flying across the moon. 341. So let's see it if I can. No, I see if I can get it flying across the moon. No, I've done it too much, you all. I don't like how they redid this Windows stuff like this, because they kind of messed it up. You have a twin brother named Marcy. Oh, Gina, you're hood at this. Tamara, what's that mean, you're hood at this mean? Okay, I want to see the wing. There's a small one that flies across the moon. Right there. There's one that's flying from here, but this is a real little one. It's on the moon, but I'm sure it's not little, but it's on the moon and it flew down. I'm going to take this down and just move it away for now. You can see it right here. Oh, okay. Oh, Susan B., I thought that was, okay, that's great, because I thought it was a new slang. I was thinking, okay, well, I haven't heard that slang before, but that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's really, it's cool. I'm looking at it on my big computer. I bet it'd look really good on a big screen TV. Could you imagine the things you could see on a gigantic big screen TV? It would be neat. That's okay, Tamara. The spell check, I think they do it to make us giggle. That's what I think. Yeah. I apologize for shaking that because I'm using the one thing on my equatorial mount and it's shaking. I really do apologize. You can just slow it down really slow and you won't even hardly notice the shaking once it uploads. 65 inch. Oh, wow, Rush, a 65-inch TV. That's like 5 foot. 5 foot tall, is it? Yes, it is. 5 foot tall TV or 5 foot long TV. That's massive. I could fit in there. Yeah. No, it's really cool looking at it. There are people who like to study the moon and they can tell you what every single crater and everything is, which is really neat. Is these clouds in the atmosphere, they were up there around the moon. I did a live video just before this, Dish House Genetics. Right before this, I did a live video, and I was using my cell phone to show that I was filming the moon with my Nikon P900, and I was showing what it looked like in the sky with the cell phone, just for like extra whatever of this. I wish it wasn't shaking so much. This ruins it for some people. They say, forget it, I can't watch it. This woman shakes it too much. It's okay. 75 inch. Oh my gosh. Now we gotta... Yes, we will be right over if you have a 75-inch TV. Margaret Richardson, I'm gonna send for a light ship to pick us up and take us over there to your house. You are going to be hosting a moon viewing party. That's what you're going to be doing. I will send a light ship. I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna pick up people and we're gonna come to your house for the moon viewing party. That's right. Oh wow, that'd be really cool. I love it. Oh. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It would. I don't know how far we're in here. When we see that black, there is a huge winged being that flies by too. It does. Yes, it is great moon watching. Just think if your TV can do inverted mode and all kinds. If your TV had filtered apps, I don't know if they do or not. That'd be great. It really would be. Just think if you could go inside one of these holes, really. Now, Margaret, honey, don't let us scare you off. I'm not going to send no light ship over there to your house. Did we just see something fly by just now? Let me see what the thing was on it. 6:59. No, there's something getting ready to come fly by. Probably within 1 minute of viewing on this right here. Yeah, dish house. What do you think is on the other side of the moon? I don't know. I really don't. Sometimes I think there's nothing on the other side, but then I've heard there's like reptilian base or something like that. Something massive's going to fly by. We're going to see it. Get ready, because it's as big as there it goes. Did you see that one? Wait, let's get that, you all. That was at the 5 something right here. 5:52. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, there it is right there. There's a part of it right there. Can you see it? It flew right by. Let's see if I can get it. That's a winged being. Shoot, Gina. Yeah, I hit the wrong part of it. I'm sorry. It's flying by. It's some kind of a winged being on the moon is what it is. Look how big it is. I gotta find out which part of this to I gotta find a good part to click in to see it so we can capture it going back and forth. This doesn't, I don't know how to do this thing right here, you. I really don't. It's like, it's like, don't do this to us. Did you all see it? It just, it's right up there on the moon. And I'm zoomed up, so it is big. It could be a gargoyle. It really could be like a gargoyle or something like that on top of the moon. It's hard to get it to go back to the spot that I want. It really is. I can't like drag it or nothing. I guess I can. There it went. I'm not sure what it was, but you all could, yes, it is huge. You could slow it down. I don't know what this new stuff, what these buttons are over here. I don't know how to do it. It's fine. It's right. It's fine, you all. Come on, Gina, Margaret, you want to see that wing being? I could slow it. Look, there's something else flying right there. It flew down the screen. I can actually, I can bring it over here. I can bring it over here to this. I can bring that whole entire media source of the moon and bring it over here. I can loop it. I can slow down the speed. And we can watch it on this part of the video. I got it. I'll put it right here. I'll put it on here so we can see it. And slow it down so we can watch it fly across you all. This is, just got to get to the point where it was at. And I couldn't tell you where it would be at. Shoot. I'm not sure. Okay. We might be getting close. We might. I don't know. I don't know where it would be at because I'm on a different thing. Don't know. I can't do it like this, you all, because I slowed it down way too much to show it. I did, and that's kind of a bummer. If I just put it at the original speed, 100, I should be able to go to where it says it has like wow, it's really 559. It's pretty cool when you get super. And look at the color on it. No, I'm messing it all up. I'm not. Granted, you've seen it. I'm not. Because I it's been a long time since I've navigated this thing right here, and I've already messed up this part right here. Got to go back to it, you all. Let me I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it just like this, because I'm not going to mess it up. I'm not. Slow talking voice. I'm going to get this media thing out of here, remove it. Okay, it's gone. Can we go back to this? Watch the moon. And, okay, we're ready. Shoot! You all don't ask me to do that, because I am getting myself so distracted. I can't even concentrate. Yeah, I cannot concentrate at all. Okay, we just... Gina, you need to calm down. Just calm down. Okay, yeah, I'm going to calm down. And I don't like how they redid this whole entire thing. They've redone all this windows, the videos, the pictures, and everything. I couldn't even tell you if I've been to this spot yet. I'm not going to touch it no more. There goes 15 minutes of data footage all messed up because I interrupted it. Yeah. They snatched the bodies. Oh, Tony. It's like watching a scary movie. I don't know if I was right here in this movie yet. Have we been to this movie yet, you all? Just very slow audio. Okay, can you hear any more audio? Because I think I cut it off. I think I turned off the audio for this right here. And you shouldn't be able to hear it. All right, I think we might be having something. Maybe this is where the wing bean shows up. I don't know. Oh, Susan B. Honey, thank you. I don't know. Oh, do you see that other one come up from the bottom? That was a ship. That was a ship that came up from down there. Maybe... Maybe try this camera. Oh, I've had this on the sun, but you'll burn your lens out. I've got ND 1000 filters and stuff like that to block some of the sun out. And it works all right at times. Okay, I think I remember being here before. I think I do. Yeah. I bought a lot of different types of filters to put on this camera. It's probably around 3 years ago. Various ones, adapters and stuff. I'm thinking I've messed up some of the footage already. That's what I'm thinking. Merry Christmas, Marcy, with an IEY. Oh, we're going to change the subject? We're talking about Christmas? How come we're talking about Christmas, Marcy? Yeah. Yeah. Though, there it is right there, you all. Whatever timestamp you're looking at right now, there you've seen it. I'm not going to try to stop it because I don't know how to make it come back. I don't. Because they've changed the way this thing works. Yeah, you saw it. You can slow it down. Slow it down once the video, this live stream, uploads to the YouTube. with these. Oh, there's a smaller one flying around. That looks like some kind of probably some humanoid thing flying around those craters. So it's small, but it must be massive. I'm not going to touch it, Charles, honey. I will not touch it no more. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let it play out. I am. Because I touch it and I ruin a perfectly good 15 minutes of footage of the moon. It was a wing being. That's right. There are it is lights all over the surface. Isn't that part of the moon? Well, no, I thought that circle might be on the bottom at times, but it's not. That one is always on the bottom. There's something living in the house, Dish House Genetics. There is something in there. Wow, Danny, I've got a commercial. It's about right. Am I in the commercial? Am I in a commercial? I better not be in a commercial. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, watching us watching them. Is this satellite a spy satellite? Oh, you seen that one too. Whatever time this is, you can go back and see that one. That one flew by really, really fast. That very well could have been a ship, a black ship. I heard the moon was hollow. I heard the moon was a Dyson sphere that was hauled over here because our moon got destroyed, and that there's different levels inside the moon. No, it interrupted your feed. You had it? A holographic universe, and the moon is inside the universe. You had to go out and come back in to stop getting the comments. Oh, no. You ever wonder why it gets really white? See, look at the edge of this. If it is indeed a projection or just a big light bulb, but there's something else to it. When you was little, the moon was made of cheese. That's right. What does MFATW mean? That looks pretty ominous looking right there. It's pretty cool. Like it's... do you see that one come up from below? Another winged being. Flew up from... Whoa! That was massive. That one was massive. It looked like a gargoyle. Let's see. Let's see if we can get that one again. We can... I want to see that one again. If I could... Whoa! There's the one from the bottom. And then there's one that comes all the way across. Wow. I wish I could stop it. I really do. Let's see it. Ah, Michelle, honey, thanks. Let's see if we can get it. I wish I could slow this thing down. I'm going to just push it. I'm going to push the pause button. There's that one. It came up from bottom. I'm going to do it click at a time. Click, click. I know there's a better way to do it, but I have not had time to learn how to use this new stuff they got going on. The other one's going to be coming, I think. A little at a time. See if we can creep across here and get that gigantic It flew way too. There it is up there. It looks like a V shape. Can y'all see it up there? It looks like a V shape up there at the top. Can you see it? Because I'm gonna come over here. A moonbat. Now let me come down here. It looks like I'm trying to get to my screenshot. This is the screenshot of the movie, which is this. It's got gigantic wings, whatever it is. Look at that. It could be a ship. It really could be a ship. I know it's kind of dark. Wonder if I can lighten this thing up. How am I even going to do this thing? Oh my gosh, you all. This is like, wow. Okay, we brought it into light. There it is right there. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. It turned it digital. That's massive. That flew, as it flew, it looked like a body. It probably is a body of a being. Look at that. It is massive. Okay. Right like that. It's got big wings. Let me find the movie again. Here it is on the movie up there, you all. We're back to the movie. Wonder if I can. I can't make it bigger. Wait! Look what I can do! No, I can't do it. I thought I could thought I could enlarge it. There it is too. You can see it in the center. It's got massive wings. Can you see it? It is flying super, super fast is what it's doing. Very, very fast. No, not that one. I don't want that one. I just wanted the screenshot of it. No, you all, this is so hard to navigate now with all that they've done to it. Okay, you can see that right there. It's flapping its wings, and it's massive. It flies way too fast to be any normal bird on Earth. It's stealthy looking, just like that, flying across the moon. No, it's not a small bug. If it was a small bug, it would not. There's too many winged beings flying across the moon. There's way too many things flying across the moon. And I wouldn't have a bug that looked like that. No, this fly across. There's certain areas of the moon where these things fly across. And you know what? If you look at it up close, I wonder what it would look like if it was inverted. I saw giant winged beings come out of the southwestern sky when there's storm clouds. They formed great big columns, like great big cliffs, and it was like a storm was coming, great big cliffs, and all of a sudden the cliffs, a chasm appeared in the sky, and there was a big split. It's like the sky opened up, and gigantic winged being men came out. I thought they were hang gliders with bird costumes on. They had black body suits. They had a man face with, like Batman. Their wingspan was 20 to 30 feet. They were black, and they had reddish orange tips at the bottom of their feathers. They came out of the sky, out of the chasm in the sky. The first one came out reddish orange at the bottom of their feathers. They were human bodies. They had a reddish orange cummerbund thing around their waist and reddish orange boots. First one, gigantic one, came out, and then there were like 6 others or 5 others came out one by one, single file, flew above my head back in 2018 when I first started this off, and they disabled my camera right in my yard. flew out of the chasm in the sky. They got to the border of my property and they vanished. I thought they were human hang gliders with costumes on, but they weren't. Then I thought, was it the Thunderbirds? I don't know who they were, but they flew out of the chasm in the sky, and that's the truth. I don't know what it was. You all, so we're watching this wing being fly by. They did. I'll never forget it. They flew right over my head and got to the edge of my property and vanished in the sky. They came out of big storm clouds that formed like great big cliff in the sky, and it like split open. They flew straight through a chasm that opened up. Look, there's another one. You see that one? As we zoom out, there's another smaller one's coming down. Dark angelic beings, it could be, and I wasn't scared at all, and they didn't harm me whatsoever. But they flew right out and made their presence known. You see that one? Flying through there. That was another one. Again, if you're just tuning in, there's another one that flew across the top over there. These are smaller ones. This is with my Nikon P900 tonight. This is 15 minutes of footage. You just got here, so would you catch these great big winged beings? Mary LeBlanc, honey. So we got some smaller winged beings flying to the craters, and like 3 giant ones that have flew across this moon. And there are certain paths, like this area right here, that is a flight path of winged beings. And they coming down from here too, flying straight up. These are the other ones, and they're jumping into the craters. And it may sound funny, but it's the truth. They jump into the craters. They fly in and out of the craters. Also, yes, another creature comes to your mind. That's what a gargoyle, the griffins, they could do it too. Oh, there's another one. See, this is a flight path right through here. You can see, if you got a big screen TV, you'll see their flight path. They flying right through here. Right through there. Let's look at the other image I got. This is just a snapshot at... I took this picture because that's when I ended that 15-minute video. It was at 20:27 tonight. So that's why I took this picture immediately after I got done with the record button of the moon right here. And you all can like zoom up on it and stuff like this. We've actually did a video where we zoomed and zoomed and zoomed and zoomed and zoomed way up, and they do look like squares. They do squares and holes, and it doesn't even look real if you do a whole lot of filtering. That was a pretty good one right there too of the moon, if you can see that up close. I'll try not to touch it so you all can well, I can do this. Oh shoot, did I just do that? I don't know what I did. I'm not going to touch it, y'all. I'm just going to do that. Yes, Gina, keep your fingers off of it. It does look really cool. It's got lots of trails on it. It reminds me of the desert. I forget where we're at. Like a UFO highway or something. The gargoyles will protect the ward off the evil. That's great. We can use some gargoyles as long as they're good. This is the top of the moon. It really, when you zoom up, it doesn't look real when you zoom up on the top of the moon at all. It looks like there's just little fragments of things, you know? Things looking out of these holes. Look at this, is the top of the moon. Does that look like it's real to you? Or does it look like something is made up on the top of the moon? Look at this closely. What if this moon is got these things that make it look like this? You all really think about it. Because it doesn't look normal when you zoom up. That's why I don't like zooming. I really don't like zooming up at times on a lot of the pictures because of what I see. That's the moon. And this is with my Nikon P900. You can see that there are clusters of things together, and part of me think that it is like a certain types of life forms that get together and they create an image of the moon. At times, that's what I think. At times, it really is. Look how dark that area is right there from them, just like that. And their heads are in here. They got gray heads and black eyes inside the craters. They stick their heads out of these holes up here. They do. And this, if this is too silly for you, then go see. Look, there's stuff inside here. They don't even look like real craters when you zoom up. That's why it's like erg. See, look at this. Got lots of things in it too. It's just not pleasant to look at it like that. We're under a firmament. See, now, isn't that cool? This is at the 2028. How cool is that? That moon looking like that. That is really neat looking. It's black underneath. It's like, and there's the light that's coming from somewhere. It is really cool looking. Tanika, I like that name. Tanika. That's a pretty name. Couldn't get an image of it. It started to blur itself out. Kind of look plasma like that. It's like blurred. Sometimes, you know, when you want to get an image, you can't get an image because the digital cameras will blur out your image, so you can't get an image at the time you want to get an image. It will not allow you. This is like really blurred. This is supposed to be the moon, and it wouldn't let me blur, but there really appears to be like some kind of orangish reddish something right there, even though it's not very clear, of this moon. You wonder what the two moons possibly, yeah, it has it. That's a cool picture of the moon right there. 2029, I think that was my thumbnail, but I couldn't put it on there because it was over 2 megabytes. So I had to do a screenshot of it. If you got a big screen TV that looks nice, you can pause it on there and just look at it. The colors look really cool. It does. Ah, Tanika, honey. Yeah, that's right. It's like, wow. What gets me is sometimes the moon, as you're filming it, it turns black and white or gray, but then it's like tan at times too. The closer it gets away from a certain part of the screen or something, see how blurred? Okay, we got some more footage. I'm not going to touch it, you all. This ain't long footage at all, probably around 2 minutes. More footage of the moon, if even that. It's like so dark. There's a spot right here. It's like a perfect, like this is like a great big oval right there. An oval. I think it's something is like transparent on the moon right there. If I could quit moving it. I was trying to position it, but I just messed it up. Oh well. Shalom. Israelites. Got dark here, you all. We got them. This is the moon from tonight, the September the 24th. It was all over the place. And I stuck my Nikon on the equatorial mountain, which I never do. I normally have it on a different tripod. That's why it's shaking. But I got my compact binocular. I got my binoculars taped to my other tripod that I was zooming up on with the cell phone the other night. on the tripod that I use my Nikon on. It's like, what's inside that dark area? That always like is very suspicious looking, that one in the center. Like, what is that? There's a light down there at the bottom of that, a round light. It's really pretty. It's really pretty whether it's holographic, man-made, a projection, or whatever. It looks really pretty. It does. It's a familiar object in our life. Something that we're familiar with. Yes, country boy, I've heard that moon has, the spiders are on it. A race of spider-like beings, the arachnids, and they shot a rocket at the moon one time. They shot something on the moon trying to destroy whatever was on it. If you go look at the old books that they wrote back in the 1950s, they're like battles on the moon. Yeah. Yeah, we heard that the moon was a hoax. It was filmed in the desert. I hope I got the volume off for all of these. Do I? Yeah, I do. I got them off. Oh, we're going to see that one. Gina, you talk too loud. Yeah, that was really cool. Watch that thing coming down. Let's see if we can catch that thing coming down. Came straight down, and you know it's not no normal whatever flying in the sky. Look how bright it is. We're going to get it, you all, right here. Boom. Oh, that's got big wings, too. Look at that. It's flying straight down from the top. Look at it. It's flying up and down. These are gigantic. I bet these are winged humanoids. Winged humanoids. That's what I would venture to say. Or if you think of the Lord of the Rings, those great big birds that carried them off. Look at that. That is so massive. Coming down through there with their giant wings. Look how perfectly straight. Can y'all see that like that? Flying straight down. Anything is possible. Oh, they're flapping their wings. Let's push that again just to get the 8 seconds. I took some screenshots. I had to let it play. Because if you got a big screen TV and you go back and watch this, you're able to pause it. There it goes. Went straight down. Get that off of there so you can see the moon. It looks really pretty. 2033. That was the last image I think I took. Maybe took some close-ups. It's really nice. It's like, boom. Yes. Excuse me. Stever, honey. You can think whatever you want. If you want to have bugs, okay, you can call them bugs, okay? Let's hope you never encounter one of these gigantic bugs. Are you going to be living in a world that you denied? That's right. You will live in a world that you denied. Look at that moon. So look in the perfectly like center, you got that dot. Right there in the center of the moon. If you zoom up, they're going to look like squares. Truly, if you keep zooming and zooming and zooming and zooming and zooming in that great big gigantic hole in the moon, that great big crater, was this the crater that they're supposed to went down in the movie? They go down in one of the craters to stop something from happening. And it's like that crater. Yeah. Now look at this. It's great. The top of the moon, the side of the moon. Whether it's real or not, it's a big part of our life because it's in the sky. It shares this world with us. hologram, fake, moon base, Dyson sphere. Oh, we got more footage? That's great. That's great. I didn't know we had more footage. That's good. I forgot. Just watch it. It's making me sleepy. The moon will put you to sleep. These spots that are on there doesn't look normal. The darker spots. I don't remember seeing them before because I didn't study the moon before. And they can't be clouds because they're not moving. They pick and choose. Yeah. They could be fallen angels. I think we got some fallen angels on the earth. And they don't have their wings out. Boom. 2035. I kept trying 2035. That's it. We're still progressing up. That was the end of those, you all. That was the end of those at 2035. Where's my other image of the moon? Let's just drag this back over here. Yeah, I wonder when I was where was I at? Let me come to tell you where I was at. No, I wasn't going to the camera roll. I was going to come back over here. When I was in Pennsylvania, when we saw Trey 57, okay, when we saw him, met him for the first time in life, is really wonderful. I was so excited. Yeah, we're going to look at this. This was the moon. I forget what was the name of this moon that I was trying to take some pictures and my phone battery died. This was the part of the moon. You see August the 31st of 2022 at 21:11. The orange moon. Can I bring that down? So that was the orange moon that night. Look at that. Isn't that really weird looking? No, not weird. It's cool. It's cool looking. The orange moon. I never did get to upload it. That's right. I did not. Let's look at this. Okay. I think I zoomed way up too close. I didn't get too much footage of it. At all. I think we got some talking on here. Let's see. Oh. I can't hear nothing. I guess I wasn't talking. Get this out of there, Gina. How do I get these things down to see that moon that night? This was when we was in Pennsylvania on top of a campground, way in the top. I hope it comes down some more. It was pretty cool. The moon was so big that night, you all. No, it was me. I had my camera. I didn't even have my tripod out. I had my camera setting on the hood of the car, trying to have a stable platform because I didn't get my tripod out. And that's what you're seeing. You zoomed up way too close with that moon. Oh, you see some more winged beings. See, that flew across right there. It was very slightly flying across that section of the moon. What if this is glitching? Maybe it's me doing it. I had my camera setting on a car hood. And I just moving it with my hand. I think that's what it was that night. Does anybody remember what that moon was that night? It was big and orange. What was it called? I forget the name of that moon on August the 31st. That period of time. And I do apologize for it shaking since I didn't have it on a tripod. It was somebody got themselves hidden. Stever G, you see, you just could not be nice and vibrate on loves. Our Susan B. Honey had to, we had to take you out. Now all you're going to be able to do is watch the video and not comment anymore if you ain't got nothing nice to say. You can't say nothing at all. There's another wing being went across the top. Thank you, Susan B. Honey. Thank you, the harvest moon. It was a blood moon. All right. A blood moon. It was massive. I hope I end up getting the whole moon in here. Oh, wow. That was tonight. That was tonight, and this thing right here was, that was that night. So that's what that moon looked like. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty moon if you didn't see it in its entirety. The hunter's moon. That's right. The hunter's and the harvest moon. Yeah. Hello there, Mickey. Mickey, honey. So, and we got another full moon coming. When's the next full moon coming? Because was the hunter moon on the 31st of August? I'm not sure. Yeah. And then another full moon coming on the September the 30th. Okay. Plug ugly hoodlum. So we got one coming on the 30th. It's supposed to be a good full moon. People can manifest goodness, take advantage of the energy. That'd be great. It would be great. And there was the harvest moon. Okay, we got the harvest moon right there. And this was what the sky looked like when we first started filming tonight. And there's supposed to be like an eclipse. This is tonight's moon. It looked pretty cool. If I would quit shaking the camera, that's what it looked like, which was nice. Yeah. Somebody got their screen taken down? Oh, Calgary, honey, you caught the moon tonight. Yes, you did. I mean, you caught a live video tonight. I don't know how long we've been on here. If I'm not going to touch it, you all. I'm just going to let you watch this for 15 minutes because this was a 15-minute video and I originally interrupted it. So it's shaking because I had it on an equatorial mount, which I never put this Nikon camera on it, but I had the other tripod with my binoculars taped on it that I use. And I'm not going to touch this. This is the original 15-minute. So you can watch it without me pausing the button or anything. The full moon is on Halloween. On Halloween in 2000 something. 2005. I think it was 2005. I had my first treatment of chemo on Halloween. It was like, wow, thanks. That's why I won't forget when I had it. The full moon in Aries and fire energy. That's great. Fire energy. No. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not touching it because I messed it up trying to go to the Wing Bing, and they've got this new software. They updated their Microsoft stuff, and I don't know how to navigate it that well, so I'm not touching it. And I'd like to have uninterrupted footage of the moon that I took. They were clouds covering the moon up, Tony. Yeah. Even though it's shaky. I just want to drink this water. Yeah. Yes, Candace Morin, that's my footage from the moon with my Nikon P900. It's a somewhat of a professional camera. It can zoom close and it has filtering on it that I can use to bring the moon out. Yeah. It's not live footage, but it's around an hour old tonight from my driveway in Salem, Indiana. Outside. Yeah, that's great. It is. If you don't get to see the moon up close, sometimes I get a lazy streak and I just need a little bit of motivation. Gina, get the camera out and film the moon. It's right there. You're up. Film the moon. Oh, 13th of October. Ah. Oh my goodness gracious me. I hope we get to see the full moon when it comes next, because sometimes when the full moon comes, the dark clouds literally gather around it. It's like the dark energy gathers around the moon. It's eerie yet beautiful. Yeah, it is, Debbie. We got dragons. It is pretty close if you think about it, because you can zoom up with your camera. Is what you can do. J. Ray, honey, you got to go to bed. You're very welcome. I'm going to go to bed after my 15-minute video gets through playing without being touched, so we can have uninterrupted footage, even though it's shaky. Yeah. Yeah. Guten Nacht. Buenas noches. Don, you rarely comment on any videos. Yeah, you go watch it again, Linda, honey. Good night, you all. Everybody's got to be going to bed. Oh, you're so welcome. The Last Twin Dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Whoop the Dragon, Dragon Ball Z. We actually watched that with our kids when my son would watch it. Thought, what are you watching? It's addictive. We were watching it at Fort Meade when we lived on base. Couldn't wait to watch the next one with the power of the light coming from his hand, from that ball of light plasma. You're welcome, daughter of Zion. Good night, T. Pristine. Good night, Linda. Yeah. Oh, you rarely. Okay, that's great. Okay. Oh, you got your reading right now on your side, Charles Clement? Well, I hope it's a good reading. Yeah, that's great. I hope it is. His Real Lights. That's right. Good night. Y'all going to end the night with the moon. Welcome aboard. Hello there, Sophia. Dragon Ball Z showed the multiverse? Wow. That's interesting. Oh, Michael, you on vacation. That's wonderful. Yeah. We got some pretty hearts. Boom. (757) New Mexico, 91 degrees. Wow. Denise, hello. I'm not going to touch this, so I don't know when the end of this is. I don't know how long 15 minutes has been, but I'm not going to touch it, so it can be an uninterrupted footage. Yeah. Hi, Priestess Akasha, honey. Good evening. The Year of Outer Limits. Wow. I've not heard of that. Oh, I don't got no dragon. I don't think I got one. Trust in Ahaya. You're so welcome. Yes. You filmed in the night. There is something on the left of the moon. Yep. There is something on this moon. And some people, when they look at the moon, they can see some things that other people cannot. I guess they have the gift of sight to see different things, as in like in the spiritual realm too. See and feel and sense. Oh, that's nice. You and from the Netherlands. You comment on the YouTube channels that you love. Oh, that's great. Why the colors? The whole ozone. I don't know, Tanika, honey. Hello there, Augusto Nascimento. It is interesting. Ah, you're welcome in Brazil. See that great big wing being that flew across? And no, it wasn't a bird. It's some kind. Well, it maybe had bird DNA. I think it was gigantic. Could have been a gargoyle or something. Yeah. Daughter of Zion. Yes, Ahaya. That's right. Bruce sees all. You see tiny lights. See, there's another winged being. It looked like it's flying around the craters and just scanning. I mean, it's smaller. It's not up as close as whatever. Y'all gotta smash that button. Smash that button. It may let your like count, but it may not. It all depends. That's really cool looking at that moon. I like it when it gets more tan color on it because it looks really ominous. You got bad news, Tony? Aw, New York with her husband graduated. Aw. Yeah. Hello there, Barbara from Australia. That's right. See, look how pretty that color is on that moon. There's some... Oh, that's clouds moving around up there. Okay. Yeah. Well, at least they're in front of the moon and not behind the moon this time. That's great. If they were behind the moon, which they have been behind the moon before, that'd be hard to explain. Why is it? It is, Sally. It's beautiful. See how, look at that big wing thing flew by right there. Went by super, super fast. Could have been a ship too. Boom. There's a certain area of the moon where things fly by all the time. Certain paths. One would say this whole entire world is an optical illusion. But then that would be in the eye of the beholder or in the mind of the individual. The Russians send ever a robot car to the moon. Hello, Kathleen Reed. No, you don't never know what's up with this going on up here in the sky. I haven't had my Nikon out for a long time with the moon. Normally I haven't been staying up too late. Well, I do, but I don't go outside. But if it's nice out, I like to go out. Hello there, Desiree. It could be hollow and it rang like a bell. Come on, bring it down, Gina. You're moving it all over the place. That's cool. That looks so cool when it's like that. Even though it's not full in its entirety. It's like massive. Boom. You see that one coming up from the bottom and one's getting ready to fly across the center of it again. You'll see it. There it goes. That was boom. That was a wild looking thing too. Hello there, Antonia Pena. Dalia Ahura Yasorella. Shalom. What do you think about the woman of the 20 Revelation 1:20? I can't see your comment. Here, let's see. Do you know about the Revelation 1 verse 20 secret of the 7 stars? I haven't really studied much of that. I haven't. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Almost whole. One of the subs are in the hospital having a hard time breathing. A prayer for him. Jim Amber, thank you. We will remember him in prayer. Almost home. Thank you for letting us know. Lori, honey, you going to watch something? Yeah, well, I interrupted this footage before, the 15-minute footage, and I'm not touching it. Yeah. Tanika, how can you pass the energy field? This is a degree. Some kind of best shots. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Something got hot. Oh, I thought Nancy is hot in Florida. I like to be in the water when it's hot and cool off. Maybe. Penny, honey, love you too. Kimberly, your screen sometimes freezes. Yeah, it's like they've been having problems. They have. After this is done, I know this probably went over an hour. I don't like long videos like this, but I'm awake. Okay, we made it through the 15-minute and 5-second video is what we did, and I didn't touch it. I did not touch the 15-minute 5-second video this time. I kept my hands stayed off of it. It's totally off of it. But I'm 1 hour 12 seconds and 35 seconds. So I'm 1 hour 12 minutes and 35 seconds. It's bedtime. It's bedtime, you all. Time to get off of here. Thank you all for tuning in and hanging on. It's been a long video, but that was the footage tonight. And we also had some of the harvest moon, the big orange moon that happened on the September the 30th, or no, August the 30th or something. Footage of it is a great big round and orange, because I never did upload it. So thank you all for tuning in. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for your comments. Thank you, moderators. And yeah, it's nice looking at the moon when you can actually get some footage of it without it being obscured. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Love you. Good night.